this direction. 50 seconds, it's got to be an A commit, probably.
Flash through the wall is going to give them good information, and fight's being taken. Paranoia and the flash right through it. Giants more than favored. I mean, 2 kills in that exchange. Now the door's going to be rotating around. They'll be working their way into the A site, but it is known by NRG. Hard rotations coming out of them.
30 seconds left.
With 30 seconds left, the spike has to be planted. That's going to start to. Just stop for about a moment, though, and they do want to take the fight. Once more to them at the back of the site, just dropping down, but it is Giants containing.
All down to crashies. This is so difficult, and Hoody with the Sheriff claims the pistol round for Giants. That was looking traps that they want to lean into. But Bren, I think it's worth... Well, hello, wait a second.
Wait a
This might not be all...
Yeah, to get a little bit dangerous, honestly, with Hoody falling. It's a reclear from Cloud, but he's on the other side of the wall now, and it's a bit of ADS fire from Ryan, but he's caught out in the open as a turret slowing him down, and the weapons have been exchanged. The rifle's now in the hands of NRG. Fully equipped, they are low on health though. Now Trailblazer to try and get them through it. Tino with some decent damage. The dog going flying past, another satchel. Just lay it out, and the players, they eventually double up. They were healthier at the end of the day to be able to take those.
Really heavy commit from the defenders to control this A space.
Yep, and look at this, it's an instant answer once more from Giants. It's a Paranoia, the flashes, all grouped up into the corner, stunned up, and they cannot go anywhere. It's easy cleanup for Rhyme.
And Rhyme just calling a wholly bad half in the game against Koi, and then it was pretty even from then on. Their attack sides were amazing. But there's only so many times you can have slow starts before you get punished for it. You can't always pull back from a 9-3 deficit.
And in this tournament,
it's so slow that NRG are getting the rotates back to C.
And that util once more. Paranoia straight across. Nanoswarm doubled up. Ardiis caught unaware at the back of the side. He had no one to really play off of. Now the Seekers sent flying through, eventually going to be dealt with and taken out still. Control of the site needs to be gained to a degree because there are players just kind of swarming, waiting from NRG. Victor posted up on this angle. He knows where Cloud is. In a safe position, a safe angle, just holding it, waiting. The right time to strike. Now his team's finally there to back him up. Smoke's going to be dropped down, flash in his hands, comes through deep into the site, but it's just that 1-for-1. Holding the close angles, Giants. Really great control of this one. And they're shutting down NRG.
Called a fake towards A just in terms of pushing those players back. And now only FNS is here. He's got a stinger.
No choice but to hold close yet because of the stinger, but there we go, showstopper. Straight across the site. Dark going to be clearing a lot more as well. It's a freebie for them. NRG though, obviously with these weapons that they've got, they don't want to be opting for a save. Either playing for the exits or just trying to get a couple of rifles into the hands of themselves. This plan position so difficult to deal with as well.
Yeah, it's a rough position for NRG to be in. It is difficult to get back into the C site on a retake. And there's a couple of players, I mean, Cloud in particular, that's close to his ultimate. So you take him down, you're kind of helping him.
Straight into the side, but util's out in their hands, and it looks like nobody's watching the back of it. Just cleaning up from side, but B side can be quite difficult to try and get through. There's the fault line over the top. FNS is going to be opting to use his own ultimate in the way. Has to dodge round the corner. There was a nade sent flying, and it's got Giants into the site. Now the Rolling Thunder, and a bit of spam. It has caught him up close and personal. It matters not. Fatinho's behind him, though, dodging the dog, almost going down to it. He was decayed down to 1 HP, but he's managed to work his way behind them. Finally cleaned up, but it is chaotic right now on the B site. While all this was going on, Cloud creeping and crawling, he's found his own way into C. But the spike is in the middle of nowhere. This is all over the place right now for Giants. Up top! Oh my goodness! Bit of a reset of the aim there. Ardiis lucky to get out alive, and Cloud has been caught. Good heads-up play by Som, being aware that that could be a possibility.
Not under pressure.
Oh, this could be it though. They're contacting Re-Up, and that's a push through the smoke. FNS tries to coordinate that with the flash, but ultimately not too much with it. Crashies returning. A little bit of a late backstab there from the side connector, but still they have to deal with Ardiis, and 1-2 kills. Victor knows where the final player is. Nukkye versus 3. We've seen him do similar things in the past. He's found the first kill. The potential for the aces on a quick little tap at a spike. Has no idea where the remaining players could be.
He is so fantastic in the clutch, though. You can't give him anything.
Biding his time, a quick tap at a plant. He knows that crashies is at least there. Now the Paranoia, so he knows both players are in that position, but crashies already worked his way up and shuts it down before it gets potential for it. And there we go. Drop down onto the ground.
And now they're all going to get pushed into Victor. Oh,
Hunter's Fury,
The
yeah.
Hunter's Fury, though. Yeah, that's going to clear it out. I missed that one. They've obviously got the counter to that play, so they can sit pretty on site.
Som's dealt with. Just trying to swing through from heaven, and he's a difficult position to try and weed Giants out of. Two of them inside, the retaining door catches a few of them. Vitinho, though, that's a great little flick of the wrist. ardiis still works his way across, and the crossfire's there, but time is running low. FNS solo, 22 health, and just not enough to work with. Shut down. Giants taking another round.
Giants taking a commanding presence in this game.
Not going to be slowing down Giants. They bite their time for a little bit, but now they're sending it all in, and there's that aftershock. It actually catches onto ardiis. I think there was potentially a nade as well that accompanied it. Definitely brought him low enough, and dealing with that one, no more Killjoy utility to try and slow them down, but NRG are taking a gamble. They've already rotated all of their players over here. FNS just peeking a little bit here, contacting through. Paranoia around the side, but no one's clearing that angle properly. Little push through from FNS, not enough bullets in the clip to make the most of it.
Ends pressure here.
Looks like they might want to try and fight, honestly. There's a flash coming through. Need to get rid of that drone, though. Now a flash, and as a showstopper, stun all the way into them. Victor was so far out of position. A response by crashies. The Hunter's Fury claims one, does a bit of damage, but they've already lost this site. They have in control of this one. How do they want to play this? crashies inside the smoke. And they're going to be flushing him out. Juking, and that's good timing. Wasn't watching the smoke there, Rhyme, a little bit late to it.
That's a huge kill.
Plan, and a great little flank timing from FNS as well.
That takes down the Breach ultimate. Major play, and the plant hasn't even gone down. Nukkye was playing in that position so that he could post-plant use his ult. And now things have got so dangerous. FNS's position amazing again.
Yeah, he's read this so well, but Rhyme does an even better job of making sure to clear him out. Spikes in his hands, and he does have the ult online, so that's an immediate TP over towards A.
And the 1v1 is going to be some prime EMEA versus EMEA action. Rhyme on ardiis.
We'll see who ends up coming out on top here, pushing for the smoke! And just the aim, just not quite there. Rhyme getting able to see this, and I wonder if he makes the call to pull these players back. Well, not give him too much time for it. That's a Rolling Thunder and the nade. Seeker's used in response to it. They haven't cleared any of this Killjoy utility, but the aftershock pushes back some. Can't quite fire and find his crossfire, still swinging into it. It's a difficult and labored fight to take. Double satchel from Vitinho! Oh, and what a reset of the aim!
Oh, baby, Vitinho is playing like he's on fire right now.
Grenade back in his hands as well for the back of those two kills. Still, FNS, no one's watching that angle. A wide swing from crashies, and he claims it. And just like that, NRG, they answer back in kind, pound for pound, claiming the round.
And the retake is just as good as the entry into the site.
Yeah.
How on earth have NRG turned that one around? Som coming through from that B connector picks up both of the players from Sut.
It's a fast rotation using his own ult, so they're going to have the bodies, they're going to have the players to try and fight this one. Dart's not being watched for, but the weapons a little bit weak, a little bit low. Spectres at play, a bit of run and gun forwards, and they are getting beamed down. It's an even fight, 3v3, even the Viper's Pit being committed. So Spike is dropped into the corner. FNS, he can't spam any of these angles. He's working with the Vandal. It's finding it difficult. Opts to do it anyway, right into the side. There's another flash into the back of it. And the swing is good from NRG, all down to Vitinho. He could do this one, reset of the aim, crashes low, and he does finalize it. Cool, calm, and collected in the clutch, and he claims...
Just to be honest, but we haven't seen too much of it just yet.
Yeah, that's a dart that lands in there. There's Cloud claiming the kill. Smoke just going up a little bit too late there. FNS going to be attempting to go for this plant. Nothing to really push him back. The players grouping up from Giants. Let's see what they've got in store for us right now. crashies.
Wow.
His position just lurking up the rope. The smoke dissipates. He was spotted and the fight being taken. That's Vitinho winning it out. There was a paranoia to accompany it. Wall still causing issues, but only 3 players of NRG to try and make this work. Som, what a fight to take, and he does win it out against Hoody, but Giants just surrounding the remaining players, and FNS was the lone one on the site. Is this even planted for them? What can they do? Som, smoke that's used against him now. Planted, off to the side, just trying to get the right warbang angle, but not enough bullets in the clip. And it's just stuck all the way through. Giants, they finally get spotted by that alarm bot, and Hoody, always more than aware of the possibility, takes him out. Perfect crosshair placement.
Very good awareness. Perhaps a little early from FNS, but honestly, he was running into that alarm bot either way. Can NRG hold on?
That is so much utility. Victor just about scrapes his way through. Whoa. Oh my goodness. Leaping across them, a lovely flash timing. The re-swings from Giants is just immaculate, and it's all down to ardiis. In that 1v4, don't quite know where he is, but time was running so low at the end, and they do clean him up just in time.
Only a second left on the clock. If ardiis had been...
Leaning towards C now at the 55 seconds mark. There's that dart. Paranoia and everything else being sent through. TP on top of the box. ardiis making the most of this one. Jumping up in the air. How the hell did he do that? Cloud's crosshair placement just getting upset ever so slightly, and Rhyme a bit late with the spam, so the spike's going to be planted for NRG.
And this time NRG have such a player advantage in the post plant, they should be massively favored. They can mess up some of these crossfires and stuff like that and still come out on top.
crashies is miles away right now, but yeah, not even opting into it. Look at Giants just backing.
And most of the time they've been relying on retake situations.
crashies. Holding an angle. I think he wants to take a couple of the guns away. Obviously his teammates will be able to buy for him if he does go down, but his own money quite low. But and where do they want to go from this? Seeker popped. ardiis now with a late lurk. That backstab, the crosshair placement was good, but shut down. And time is running so low. 11 seconds remaining. But no one towards that A site. They've done enough to try and make them think that it could be B. crashies was just wading into there. Just fights being taken all over the place, pushing through.
Yeah, NRG getting a bit scrambled here. I don't think this went to plan. The post-plan position's rough. Everyone feeling like they need to make a play because of the player disadvantage. You need to see something massive from FNS or Som.
He's on an island right now. The flash is pushed back. Good crosshair placement. Finds one, but they end up double swinging into the back of the side. And Som, he's dealt with. That reflank from hoody, perfect timing.
And it's the same problems rearing their head again there for NRG. They can get into the site, but things get...
The paranoia, there was a flash from Victor just to try and push them back and push them away, including that dart. Already finding all these kills. That's a high ground angle from Patino.
This is crazy
from
FNS.
He's full blind, right into the corner, and he's being swarmed. He's surrounded once more. Lockdown from hoodie's dropped off. And it is going to be a fight for Giants, right in front of the smoke. All the players dropping, it's all down to him. Patino with a showstopper, just dodged to the side. They have to swing this one, and the spray down does not work out.
If the lockdown had gone off there, it's another post plan that NRG win. So many of these situations in the second half have...
Works his way into the back. That's a stun in a common position. Cloud with a Hunter's Fury, and he finds FNS at the back of the site. And this post plant now is going to get a little bit more tricky.
Far more difficult. And does it bait NRG into going over-aggressive? They've fallen into that trap a couple of times.
crashies does have his own Hunter Fury to try and play the post plant with from a far back position. It looks like they are relying on that one.
hoody has also been a menace coming through this breakable door, and that's what ardiis has to worry about.
Fully blind up, Som, risky. It's an alarm bot just holding the angle, and still look at this. Giants are just making their way onto the side. hoody was being caught, Som not dealt with, but Fatino rolls forwards. A tap at the spike is going to force out the Hunter's Fury. Enough players alive that time has been bought, time has been found. Victor knows there's just one there. Wide swing will do it. Don't need to overthink it. He finds his kill.
It's the same kind of...
Oh my goodness!
Oh!
You've got to be kidding me!
What a play!
What a read from Cloud! And just anticipating that one, already 2 players falling. This is crumbling. The plan's still going to go down, no aftershock, but the shock dart's a bit delayed. Still with the rifles. NRG could somehow scramble this one back, and they're going for an aggressive fight. That was a paranoia. And crashies pushing through the smoke, but he's played here before. It should be expected. The widest swing from Cloud is going to be disrupted. A satchel, just in case it's a close-up position, and the wall still pushing back Giants. A bit of a jiggle with the movement, and still 2 players remain. A rifle in his hands, but...
Yeah. I'm not sure whether he was trying to break the lockdown. Obviously, it doesn't work anymore.
Now the Rolling Thunder, though. It's a fast play to try and push them back. And this time Viper's pit dropped down, fully stunned though. Som was holding a close angle, and this could get more than scrappy. This could get absolutely dangerous. Spamming into it one after the other. FNS though claiming more than 1 kill, but he's the last man standing. A 1v2. Slows it down ever so slightly. The 2 players swarming the site. The spike spotted on the ground, and the drone to re-clear through.
This should be it for Giants. 20 seconds, and FNS has to get the plant down.
How does he know what these players are? He's got nothing to work off of, really.
Double blast packs as well for Fatinho. How does he possibly get a plant?
Doesn't know where he is. 12 seconds remaining.
The utility alone should deny this.
And there we go. Moving forwards, one blast pack used.
He's missed it!
He's missed it. He gets the plant down in the 1v2 here. The pit. It's going to start fading. Moves away, it's happened to Spike. FNS knows they're not there. The decay is fading. They need to take this fight, and they take it well! But FNS comes up once more. Red Bull clutch, 4 kills for him, the IGL. What a difference maker. There's a paranoia as a response just to try and push them back. Not give them any information. The shock darts could be quite good, including the flash. Not enough to clear these nano swarms, but the players are there from Giants up close and personal. FNS delivers once more.
Just taking matters into his own hands, isn't he? 13 seconds left. Is there any potential to deny? No, Fatinho's run out of utility.
Oh, the spam again! The spam angles from Cloud with the Guardian, an absolute menace. And he has brought it to that 3v3. Still doable for Giants.
The Giants' retakes have been good. They've been so solid. Recon dart online for Cloud as well. He gears it up, it's a close one.
That's going to be dealt with. Position Snow to spam through. Still Victor claims one. So I'm going to reposition Fatinho. He's got the showstopper. He's dealt with. Shut down! Som, an absolute menace. Fully stunned up, but he's brought them back all the way to OT.
W
as well. Let's see how this hold goes. Victor, that's a flash, but Fatinho was playing anti. Punishes the swing.
Victor's flashes have been rough. Giants so ready for them.
So what is the play now for NRG? Do they want to try and fight this before the spike goes down? There are players in position, but not quite with the utility. crashies does have the dart. No one was watching this angle. FNS, bit of a risk. Drops down. No one clears the corner. And it's all up to Som. Find the operator in this round. No armor to his name. Needs to try and find this rifle, but he knows Hoody's there, and that's a jump peek. So aware by Hoody. So aware. Picks up the rifle. Baits the re-swing, and Giants. Paranoia still online for Rhyme, and there we go. As soon as they hear that util being used, it's ever so slightly mistimed though, and Rhyme still wants to take the fight. FNS, I mean, forced to white swing, I think, out of the way of the utility. He goes down.
Major miscommunication though, because FNS wasn't backed up by anybody, and now they're just straight up 4v5 on the side of the map the Giants have reinforced.
Yep.
This does not look good for NRG.
Not good at all, really, for them. Rhyme still at the back of the side, just trying to take the fights.
No
so
way.
Just walking his way in. But just the duel's being taken. Fatinho, though, nukkye backing him up, and now it's down to ardiis. The 1v3, 1 round away. Can he do the impossible? Can he bring it back? The high-low set up, a bit of spam with the Phantom. There's no punish. He's found the first one, but there's still so much to do. Baiting the angle once more, and it's found the fight. Nukkye takes position to play in hell. Currently where ardiis is. There's a lot that could go wrong for him there, but it's a dash through, and that's a shock dart from crashies. Already claiming the first one. Getting close into the smoke. Dart not being dealt with, a bit of spam not quite enough for it, but biding their time still. Holding this util. Fatinho wanted to try and put the pressure on them now as well, taking a deeper fight. The aftershock to try and get them away from this one. Short cleared out at the end of the day, but plant location not too ideal. That's a very wide swing, and now this could get more than dangerous. Off the spike, but time was bought. It's in trouble at the front of the sights. Oh my goodness, a skip and a hop. It's away on 12 health, but this had the potential to get dangerous, but still the weapons are in the hands of the NRG players that hopefully sails them away to a win in this round.
This is awkward though, isn't it?
Very laboured, very awkward, but just trying to buy that time for FNS, I think, to try and take that deeper flank all the way through the A site, and only 2 remaining, just trying to go for the jumping right-click kills. Rhyme was gifted with 1, but ultimately NRG still safe hands for them.
They have to backstab.
Oh, ardiis could potentially be in so much trouble here, but there's a reflank. Rhyme was trying to catch it, but it's going to go down here. At the back of the site right now, all playing along this smoke. So many problems for them, and the call was already made. Giants just needed to evacuate out of there, save the rifles that they can.
What a fantastic smoke from Som. You see how that allowed ardiis to dance around?
Yeah.
And they're trying to rip every weapon out of the hands of Giants.
What a dink as well.
Yeah, Som's going to want to fight that one.
He certainly is.
Large reflank, so this is just going to be a weird spray battle. I don't like these rounds very often.
These are really, really awkward. Hoody's timing could be really important. Swinging all the way through. If they're just opting to try and play with the rifles, play with the spam, and here we go. Hoody could have been a difference maker there, but it's just down to nukkye. One shot found, and a weak enough player that ardiis Oh, right down to the 1v1. Spam angle found, and the swing is good at the end of the day. 4 kills for ardiis, but my God, was it labored.
Brian, I'm not confident.
That timing from Cloud honestly gives him a bit of peace of mind here. The pressure's now on. Rhyme trying to anchor this one into the back of the site as an aftershock. All that util being used, lighting him up. Rhyme just still holding close, still surviving for the time being. Tries to go for that re-swing, but eventually dealt with, eventually traded. And what a play by crashies. Not even sure if that second kill was intentional, but
I don't think so at all. He killed nukkye while nukkye was hiding in the smoke. Completely important economical things, Brent.
Of course.
Did you not see that in the patch notes?
No, well, it just persists. It's going to be that guy. Back of the site, locking it down on that one-liner side angle. The great kill found has really put a stopper onto this one, but ardiis, what a lurk timing. Into garage, no one was really watching it. I think, actually, they smoked off the turret, and he's still here, still causing damage.
What a play. Fantastic from NRG. I'm confused why Giants didn't try to get the punish onto crashies there. Bit of a wasted ult from nukkye. But overall there, nice setup. Yeah. NRG noting that they can take garage control, smoke off the turret.
Yeah, maybe that's Som that was hinting towards someone when he was knifing that turret. So I've got you in my sights, mate. Listen, you're going to be smoked off next round. We're going to be able to get those lurks in.
I mean, genuinely. And it worked nicely. And the other thing, Brent, too, is, I think from Giants' point of view, they need to start recognizing that there is very rarely somebody behind crashies' drone in A lobby, right? That has been used as a fake much more than it's been used as we are genuinely going back into A.
Yeah. It's now starting to run particularly low.
What's the retake idea here?
Rolling thunder through the connector. This is NRG trying to take the fight right to them. Patino, not sure if he was stunned up, but again, taking the fights well, making sure that they can trade each other out. ardiis still playing at a high ground angle. He's spotted out for but a moment. Now a lockdown in play. There needs to be some sort of action, some sort of aggression, but it's just being watched for. And Som trying to be the playmaker, not enough for him. Taken out. Giants finally going to get that first round on the board.
The movement and the rifling so clean there from nukkye. And nukkye's a player where we've seen him on the big stage playing these duelist roles, Raze in particular, looking phenomenal. I mean, a true star. Last time NRG are properly testing it.
There's a stun on that corner. Fatino forced to smoke himself off. Paranoia catches onto Cloud. He does have a smoke to play around. That was Rhyme setting that one up, but here's the util just being dumped through, and there needs to be something to clean this up. What is that? Fatino with the Guardian. Short work, light work for this guy.
Gorgeous shots. And nukkye's done such a great job at sending in breach utility and reinforcing the site anchors.
Really has. Still, the swings come through and able to really hold a candle there as the crossfire was held for them. Plant's still going to get off. The pull. Vulnerable position. What is that? Not a problem apparently for crashies. The guy was alone on site.
Using
jumping through.
It's not a swarm.
And that's FNS just, yeah, not expecting that angle was going to be watched for.
It should still be safe though. The lockdown being used on site by Victor should cement this one. They had a flank coming through from Som as well. Yeah. And NRG, they love those kind of fakes. Putting heavy pressure towards C just opens the door on A so often. Could Fatino be a... Nah, Fatino's already used all of their best in this tournament. Haven, FNS Playground, obviously, we know all of these things. And they're sat, listen, coming into this map at an over 70% win rate on their attack side. So...
You're going to see a fast play from the NRG now, and the pressure is on a player like Ryan once again trying to anchor. He's been playing in that spot, the aftershock comes through. Now a Hunter Suri on top of it, stunned up. ardiis just spamming into the smoke and still getting value from this, but they're not really taking control of this smoke from Rhyme that was set up earlier. Has caused a lot of problems, and Hoody anchoring at the back. The trade is there at the end of the day.
It's such a good C execute. NRG putting on a masterclass in terms of how they're taking it, how they're using their utility, and you can't over-rotate against it because they make it sometimes a fake.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just control of the front of the site, and the only problem in my head with that execute is that they don't have very much utility to take back site control.
Sure.
But you see how they do it is just by trading effectively through the smokes.
Yep. Pushing through.
Yeah, ardiis and Victor working together to just clear out any of those players in backside. It's gorgeous.
And NRG to see if they can look, catch any of these players.
This is one of the few rounds where Giants have had that early round advantage.
Yeah.
Usually they haven't been able to get a player advantage before the site hits come through.
Crashes onto the site quite easily there. Shock dart ever so slightly missing from Cloud, but what is the call now? An aggressive play perhaps as they are gearing up. It looks like NRG want to try and maybe double fight. It's a paranoia as well. This could be absolutely excellent. Crashies and FNS of some sort of contact, of some sort of util being used. They're going to be pushing now with the paranoia. And there it is, rips its way across. Sort of plays being made, not quite actually, not opting for it, but there we go. FNS, absolute masterclass from him. Still the players remain, and they just did not know that Crashies was there, waiting around the corner. The shot swings wide. And how did they that up from Hoodie, and it's going to be dropped into Garage there. Now Rolling Thunder as well. It's a bit of a pincer maneuver. Players moving all the way up. Cloud choosing to offload that Hunter's Fury. He does get one kill. Hoodie fighting this as well with the space created off the back of this one. On top of logs.
Giants.
Here.
They have a recon dart. Nukkye's just got the fault line back.
How do they want to play this? FNS holding his fault line actually. And there it is. It slows them down as the util gets used. Dash down into the smoke. How do they deal with this one? Fatino is quite low. Just trying to take the fight. Good movement. Flash in the hands. But the swing is good once more. Beaming them down now. Rolling Thunder. And they have gambled incorrectly as to where that player is. Nana Swarms. Time running low, popped off. Victor needs to try and take the angle now to know that they're not back on it. Spam, it misses. Cloud has to stick this. It's their only out in this round. And Victor, what is the play being made? He breaks it. Shuts it down. And despite the fact that he got half, it's not enough to claim the round.
What a clutch from Victor. Fantastic stuff. Need to be.
This is a quad push on the pistol round. They are taking so much space in A lobby. I can't help but feel like they've got some sort of read here because the timing is just immaculate. Dropping right behind them, trying to take the wider swing. There was a stun placed well, but the fight, again, is a little bit awkward. Ardiis, though, trying to clean up the pieces. Gets one kill, does a bit of damage to Cloud, and he can hit our plan going off, just trying to catch the same angles. Spamming it right down the line of sight. 2v1 Cloud, it's planted. Ardiis has got a pretty good idea of where he might be, and it's just nigh impossible for Cloud to win that one.
Ardiis looks like a man rejuvenated on the jet.
Yeah.
I think it's so strange, honestly, Brent. A lot of people were looking at Ardiis and thinking about the pros and cons versus Ye. And one of the biggest pro in theory.
Giants left to scramble. Big investment, obviously, with the guns, but the swing through. I believe that's a stun and a paranoia to set that one up, and this could just be the final blow. The map in absolute tatters for Giants. 2 players remaining, the flank by Victor as well, just containing. No one was watching for this one. It's a little bit awkward, but pretty low enough now that this should just be it. Surrounded on every front, and the slow squeeze. Look at this, Crash is also taking space just like that. A whimper to end the round, but a really, really strong answer back from NRG. We're going to be going to
the value 0 point. It tells them they're still committing to the B hit.
Now here we go, 30 seconds remaining. This wall needs to be broken, but quite, just only one portion of it still. The dart was sent into the back, and it did light up Rhyme enough that the kill was found.
Ardiis has his wall.
That could be critical. Just spamming the corner, making sure there's no utility known swarms or anything, but Hoodie's just holding this one. In fact, they have lineups to try and delay this one. The critical element is going to be trying to hold on to yellow, and right now Crashies, this guy is hunting for it. He wants these kills. Another great knife. Wall going to be dropped down. Shock darts across as well. Angle needs to be watched for, but Ardiis, the wall in play. Dropped over the top, gets half, still being pushed, and it's a lovely double swing and a fantastic...
Some dangerous players. Cloud, Fatino, Nukkye.
FNS. Oh, wow. The entirety of their team now towards B, and they know.
Good read.
Yeah, good read. Giants just evacuate.
No risk whatsoever.
Getting the hell out of there as soon as they hear the first business
make it.
Yeah. It's a similar tale for both of those players, honestly, as well. The fact that, you know, we think of them playing duelist, or in some cases for Ardiis playing that chamber the prior year, but both taking more of a back seat, back up, but how do they want to take this one? All of the players gearing up for potential push forwards, and it looks like they are trying to take matters into their own hands, right past the wall. What? You can't be pulling that out, Victor, not again! But he rips it around, and the spray down finds his... Crashies playing in this really up-close position. Wall online for Ardiis, though, and now he's got a great angle just to peek himself over and try and take that fight. Dash forwards into Nest, and crashies was holding for it,
Awesome
waiting
read.
it, and then the wall's still up, just trying to swing through. Nukkye making the most of the situation, but not enough for them. Lovely spray down by Som. The aim resets there, and this guy is just firing on all cylinders. That's a flawless round for them. Half by round, a bit of an eco for them. ardiis, this angle, oh my goodness, that's a little bit strained, I would say.
All good.
A wider swing, he does survive, doesn't he, and gets the wall online as well, so a drone getting the most value, actually. I think that's 2 tags.
That's a weird wall, though. I don't think he's gonna. I mean, look at the next.
Yeah,
Can they inflict any level of damage to keep NRG's economy in check? It's not looking likely. An ace from ardiis.
Yeah, some confidence kills.
Get the eco kills.
He spotted. I wonder if they're just going to try and give it to him. Yep, there was a flash to try and set him up. He wants to chase it.
Go for it, ardiis.
See if Nukkye will shut him down or what. There's the dart, and there we go. Easy pickings.
It's not quite as impressive as Som's ace.
No.
It's not going to make it to the frag movies, I don't think.
Are up here for Rhyme, but it's how they use this utility in the wall. Drop down, it's weakened. Not enough spam for them, but it is Victor again who's just claiming these kills. Right down this line of sight angle, it's watched for the counter spam there to try and survive, but time again is the name of the game with 10 seconds
crashies.
remaining. The spike drops to the ground and crashes with the ult. Josh, you called it. Not enough time for them to try and win this one now. The players just need to survive, and crashies understands that fully well. Holding close to the corner, another really awkward round for them. Shock darts lay it down. Util players just getting beamed down as they try and cross into these angles. And
Brutal.
yeah, brutal for them. There you go. And these kills as well are going to start to get a lot of ults on line 4. So difficult, but now wall being used in response to all of this. Crossfire as well set up on top of 410. Hoody's going to be dropping back, but last player left standing.
30 seconds left.
Got to pull off a miracle, and it's just not happening, is it? NRG looking so largely in control now. You can just see how difficult it is for Giants, even on this round. Obviously stacked up, seeing if they can get any good fights with the weaker buys that they got. Tagged up, Hoody did manage to catch that timing, so he's worked his way around. A slow orb doing a lot to slow him down, and there is that trade in play, so
Viper's Pit.
yeah, rifle picked up as well. Rhyme could drop this down.
I think you've got to drop this down.
There's a wall in play as well.
This is one of your best opportunities to win a round. I know you're 2v3, but still not going for it.
Not opting. A little bit worried there. That was a little bit miscoordination, I think, but Victor does make the most of it, I think. The flash did miss at the end of the day, just down to Fatinho now. 1v2. Tap onto the spike, and they double face it. They know he has to wide swing that.
And whether they've got a plan for the Viper's Pit in another round or lacking the confidence to pull that off, they went for the res instead on Fatinho, who didn't have a rifle, and it all just falls to pieces.
Yeah.
His headspace a little bit, but Giants are going fast here.
Yep, a fast play is the answer. That not being broken. Fatinho still just holding close. Now the Viper's Pit will get them in, but oh my word! Victor just absolutely snapping it around. That rifle spam over the top. Hoody will punish that util being used by crashies. Did not have a weapon in his hands, but there is a res available. Now the shorties. Not in the hands of them. Rhyme will be able to get that plant down. Lockdowns as well. Exchange. Now a Hunter's Fury to try and break one section of it. Up close and personal. crashies deals with it once more, but the trades are good by Rhyme. Still holding it towards the back, but the lockdowns, they weren't dealt with, and ardiis gets detained.
Oh, rough timing.
Massive mistake on either side here. Anything could really happen on the top, but FNS dealt with. Just trying to run and punish something. ardiis now with the operator in this retake. Swaps it out for the rifle with only 10 bullets. They almost lined it up for him, but Ash play over to cut across, but no, they saved it for yellow. And guess what? Well, Som's just ready and waiting. Not too many players there. The angles watched for. Nana Swarm at his feet. Has to back away, and with FNS falling, just that bit more dangerous now. Hunter's Fury, and this is what causes Som to really push forwards. Doesn't know where these players are exactly. But the space has been bored, and that pressure relief from Som when he was really in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, crashies' ultimate is amazing there at relieving pressure on Som, but Giants just have no idea how to deal with him.
Oh my goodness. And this off angle, he's just been playing it over and over again now. Always finding these players. Down to Rhyme. Flank timing the wall. saving him for better moment, but not even enough. What a massive round. And now the no command. So many tools at the disposal of NRG to just start rotating here, and a kill needs to be found for them. But it just doesn't look likely. All that utility being dumped into the one angle. Triple face as well at the end. Nukkye doesn't stand a chance.
In a bit of a sticky spot.
Shutdowns are good to clear off a lot of that utility. I believe that was 2 nanoswarms on there, but they want to take the fight to them once more.
Whoa.
No bullets in the clip. Has to reload. Heard the drop. A bit of run and gun action with the frenzies. And how do they want to play this one now? Because time is running low. FNS just backing away. The headshot found. And there will be no respite from this one. NRG is just continuing to pump area entirely. And FNS, what a call to make to just contact up. Vitinho left unaware. And no one was watching that angle for him. Wonderful timings, but still damage being done. Nukkye does make it a bit more even. Where is he playing right now? On top of the wall, still dealt with. ardiis eventually connecting the shots and planning right behind the wall. Needs a bit of coverage. Someone wants to play up close. That 2v2 has to be a win now for Giants.
It's desperate.
Finding the angle, it's a double fight. They know he's close now and weak enough that it is just once again easy pickings.
A Giants throw, their last desperate attempt.
Needs a massive shot, needs a massive play to happen. Still the players are there, one shot found, but a trade necessary now with the spray down. So I'm still cleaning them up and doing the most for them. Hoody dropped down to 1 HP.
But allowed to escape.
Yeah, plays his life now, but still down to that 2v2. crashies, watching the one particular angle, has to know the rest of them are coming just in case they are on rafters, but biding their time now down to Vitinho. What can he do? Spectre in his hands isn't the best weapon for the job. And Hoody falls at the end. Som cleans it up and an ace to finish. Getting punished. Rushes over, extending himself, and now the drone's going to be used. A lot of positioning, a lot of knowledge going to be gained, and well, watched for players all over the place now. Hunter's Fury, that's a re-swing into mid. That is a great punish by Som. But eventually traded once more, and you are left in this 2v2. It's so scrappy that honestly it could be anyone's game, even still. ardiis, oh my god, doesn't even opt for the play, doesn't even opt for the spike to go down, but Hoody does claim the kill. FNS so low that it's really just trying to catch these random stray shots into it. 30 seconds drop down now, and crashies looks like he wants to try and make a play. And look at this, Cloud holding close, the angle watched for. There was an attempt of a push through, the wall not being broken though. They are set up for success potentially. ardiis dropped down to know-how for it all, and it's all up to FNS. But a 1v5, Giants, good utility, an amazing round by Cloud individually.
Fantastic stuff there from Giants, and glimmers of life.
Yeah.
Perhaps the pressure relieved from their shoulders a little bit now that there's nothing to lose. They just have to send full pedal to the metal.
Has that, where's available? crashies. Oh, this timing. But you know, unaware of this, if he overextends, oh, this could be brutal. And crashies is just contacting. Whoa, lurking us all the way through, but quick reactions from Vitinho to be able to find the kill.
And his intuition kicking in there. Even though he had no idea that crashies.
NRG in this post plant.
This looks wild though. ardiis' crosshair placement is going to be awful for Hoody. Still gets the kill.
Still gets the kill and drops down even closer. Slow walk close. Vitinho over the top now. He needs to get some value, needs to get a kill, and he does find the one. But there is timing needs to be played. The rest to bring Hoody back up. The
crashies has ult.
Is ticking. crashies has his ult. Hunter's Fury, and nobody clears Som. Holding it down, 3 kills. And what more can you do? Cloud